Welcome to not so sunny downtown Chicago at a undisclosed location. Waiting at the Crossroads, right down the street from City Hall. It's foggy as fuck. None of the tourist boats have any tourists on them, not even one or two. I'm wanting to go get my permit, but I'm parked here. Really hard to find any parking for this truck downtown. I'm wondering if I want to quit this courier job, excuse me, delivery job. See the foot traffic's light here too. This is really low. I know this intersection right here. I've been here before. Right down the street from Grant Park. If I remember, Grant Park's down that street and about 10 blocks south. So I'm wondering if it's prudent to get because I have the time to get my permit right now and be good for the next 2 years, or I don't know, because if I'm gonna be down here working, maybe I should wait until then to get my permit. But I always wonder about complications with the permit process too. Almost every time, of course, the more you focus on the problem, the more likely it is to happen. So I'm not really going to worry about that aspect of it too much. Plus, parking is a fucking hassle for a car, much less a fucking medium truck like this. It takes me a couple hours to go up there, so I can't just park here. See right up here? Like I'm parking in a little box like that, which is for delivery vehicles, which to anybody who's looking at this vehicle, that's what they're going to see it as. But usually you're only supposed to be here 20-30 minutes, maybe an hour. I don't want to come back down and see my vehicle gone, and I don't have enough money for towing and all that stuff. I might have to park my truck at the train station and then ride the train in from a closed town. Of course, if I paid for monthly parking here somewhere, like an open parking area, I could probably just stay here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe work Friday, and then go out to Naperville on Saturday and Sunday. Or I could just stay here all the time and just like slide it here, and there's plenty of restaurants everywhere. I would never lack anything to eat. And I think monthly parking is like $275. So my rent would be pretty cheap to be real close to my working area. And then there's like 2 or 3 hostels I know I can just pop in and pop out early morning, and they don't really check people during the daytime. And just Chicago's finest right there. Chicago's finest ass. I could just pop in there in the morning times and take a shower. They never check anybody. During the daytime, they don't know who's who, if you're supposed to be or not supposed to be there. It's only after about, I think I remember right, 8:30 or 9:30 that they start checking hostel IDs. And shit, I could probably just even keep food up in their refrigerator, and they have kitchens and whatnot, and do that, and have a place to cook and a place to wash my ass. And that would be the free part. I think I've seen parking as low as $225 a month. So plus my vehicle insurance of $47, my rent would be less than $400. It'd be right here where I want to be at. And then I wouldn't have to pay for any fuel. I could just start my vehicle up to keep the battery charged. I mean, really, if I really wanted to, I could cook in the truck. I have an inverter, and I have a microwave. I also have a bicycle, so I'm trying to weigh out the options here. I like Naperville. Naperville's a really hot spot. But I like working downtown Chicago. I like, it's a little bit more of a hustle. You really have to try a little bit harder to get the money. You have to try a little bit harder to make the sale. It's more of a challenge. And actually, I've made way more money here during the season than I ever have in Naperville. Naperville's a good change of pace, though. Let me know in the comments what you think. And who's here? Can you say hello, whoever you are? It's still very foggy, extremely foggy. Earlier, in another area of town, you could not even see the tops of these small buildings right here, which are only like, I don't know, 16, 17 stories at most. Yeah, I was driving by one of my favorite hotels. It's called the Drake. Stayed there many times. I guess part of the reason I came downtown today was because, A, this door was not working right yesterday. It really caused me 2 or 3 hours of delays on my package delivery. Overall, yesterday I probably lost about 6 hours of delivery time. That's why I was out till like 8 o'clock. Whereas I should have been done with 71 packages by 2:45. Horrible fiasco. Plus, Google Earth didn't help me worth a fuck. I gotta get my regular street satellite-based GPS hooked back up. I think I'll do that later on. I've got to work on this problem right here, where that's not mounted properly, and one of these wires on the other end controls my dash lights, which are not functioning. I don't mind so much that thing hanging loose because I lost the cap that screws it back on, and that black wire was never hooked up. It's some type of defective. When I put that wire into that extra hole, all it does is make a, not a solenoid, a relay switch. Click, click, click. So I don't think that this little area right here, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 low watt bulbs to illuminate those gauges, I don't think that those would need a relay switch. A relay switch is for something that's high voltage or higher voltage. So I got to dig up in here somewhere. I mean, I'm not afraid of taking a wiring harness apart. That hot wire with the end actually came up to here. And then that went up to there, and all that did was run along that channel and go to the back and terminate. And so that's actually nothing. However, I do have enough wire to replace that if it were to go to something, but it does not. And the same as with this. I don't know if you can get in there. I'm not quite sure what those are for, but all the lights work. Maybe it's for the computer system they had in here, for their integral radio. It goes up into there. I have it thinking maybe it has to do with this, because this one thing always says fault. But it makes no sense. If that were to go to the back, where those sensors are, then why would it come down here? Wouldn't it not come up along this channel and then along to the back? See, that makes me think that's what this wire is for, if that wire is not for the brake and turn signals. But I do digress. Some wonderful people watching here in Chicago. Hello! We are people watching here in Chicago. at the Crossroads where I'm trying to make a decision. I know I can get my permit in another day, and I probably should keep my money for... Yeah, it's foggy as fuck here, Robin. You see that building right there? Earlier I could not even see just past the third window below the wire there, that thing going across. I couldn't even see there. And that's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, right there was foggy from there up. You couldn't see any of these buildings. So I am trying to figure out where I should park. Yeah, PA sucks. They always have shitty weather. It's only like 60 something. I don't. It says 63, but it feels like 43 here. Really, honestly. I am at the corner of Wells and Randolph, right by City Hall, where I need to go get my permit, my illegal and unconstitutional permit, which would do me no good to try to fight. Even though I fought it in Nashville and got the permit system tossed out there, there's no way in a million years one individual will be able to fight City Hall here and succeed. I'm not going to try. I'd rather just... It would cost me hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not a few $1 million, to fight City Hall. And in the meanwhile, I can just pay my $135, and my permit's good for 2 years. 2 years, of which I will make $135 back here, not far from here, in the first 2 hours. So, yeah, I'm not worried about it. It's just a fucking tax. This all they're doing is taxing me for being here, because they know that otherwise I'll never pay any fucking income tax here. Well, Robin, not far from here, in about a week or two, the floodgates are going to open. I think I'm going to keep this courier job for about 3 more weeks myself. Right until the 1st of June. And then that's some extra money. And I'm contemplating just camping out in my van right here in downtown Chicago, where my rent will be $250 a month for parking, and I know places where I can cook and take a shower for free that are not homeless shelters. You know, there's hostels here. I just pop in and go to a different one. Go to one for a couple weeks and go to another one for a couple weeks. Honestly, really, I only need to work here for about 6 weeks to do what I really want to do. It's incredible. My seat's only 4 foot off the ground and I have to tilt down that far. I hope I'll have at least $3,000-4,000 before I start making balloons downtown Chicago. I need to have at least $8,000 to close to $20,000 to do what I ultimately want to do. Booty, 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 booty everywhere! Booty, 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 where? Oh! Oh no, Robin, it's $2 per delivery. So that's $140. And if I would have done things correctly, I would only had, let me see, I did 110 miles, 60 miles of which were not necessary. I could have done the whole thing in about 80 miles. I'm getting 16 miles per gallon. I think in delivery mode like that, when I'm really hitting the throttle really heavy, I'm getting like 12. I would have used 7 gallons of fuel, so $21. The traffic's starting to pick up a little bit here. I don't even know what time it is. I gotta get on this stick about doing something here. It's 3:30. See you, Robin. Be safe. Keep the rubber side down and the shiny side up. I really love Chicago. I really loved here. I would love to maybe one day. Oh fuck no, there's goddamn winter here. No fucking way. I've been here in the fucking winter. It's not worth it. I'll come up here in the summertime. I actually think I think this might be one of my last summers of doing balloons, or well, for a while. I might want to go to Japan and study under the great balloon making artists of the world. Then Indonesia. So there's a month right there. I don't know. I might do that this winter. I'm not sure what the climate like is in Japan for the winter. I think they have the northern part is extremely snowy, and the southern part is temperate. But I do digress. It's really not too warm out here. I see everybody with, well, of course it is a business district, so. This guy's not a businessman. Look at he's got a fucking coat on. Long blue jeans. Stupid ass, super heavy rented bicycle. And those things are expensive to rent. He's an early tourist, I can tell. People who live here they own their own bicycle. Hey, who's here? Say hello. I can see that there's somebody here. I just wonder who it is. Is that you, James? Or is it the professor? Woohoo! Look at that booty, look at that booty, woo! Chicago's a wonderful booty watching city. Last of this hardcore cycle couriers. My bike costs way too much to do that with here. I don't care how safe Chicago is for locking your bike up compared to other cities. It's a second tourist. A bunch of local business people here. There's one tourist right there. Right there in the sweatpants. Chicago people have way too much style to wear sweatpants downtown. It's not casual Friday. See there? There's a Chicagoan right there. Well dressed. Well heeled. Another bicycle courier. No, no bag. Plus, bicycle couriers have the straight handlebars. Okay, so I guess this is it. Back out to the suburbs for me. Maybe I'll come here Friday afternoon if I get done with my route early. Looks like it could be a courier, but that's too small to be a real courier bag. Real couriers don't use such a small bag. That's a wannabe courier bag. Alright, don't forget. Oh, bye.